All right, here's a drone video for a really special track. This is a little over 6 acres, direct county road frontage, has a large, beautiful open meadow on it, and some huge mature timber. It also directly borders the Veracruz Conservation Area, which gives you direct access to, I believe, 80 acres of additional land for hunting and camping. Hunter Creek, Bryant Creek, all that stuff is within the Veracruz Conservation Area. So I believe we'll see that in a second. But we're flying southerly over the meadow. The guys were out there mowing. They were out there to mow this property. So those sides you see are basically the sides of the property, and we're looking south. They had just started mowing a little while ago when we got out there with the drone. So the downside to this particular tract is we did discover it has an old trash pile on it, and you're going to see that in a moment here. This was part of several hundred acres that was once a large farm, and we believe that this was probably a standard farm type trash pile. There, you can see it right there. We actually didn't even realize it was there until after they had started mowing and investigated a little bit, because it wasn't visible otherwise. It's kind of tucked back in the trees. You can see a few tires. So, I mean, you've got options on that. You could certainly leave it exactly as it is. It's probably been there for years and years, and it doesn't appear to be hurting anyone. You could burn it, or you could dig a small hole and bury it. I mean, you could haul it off, but I don't know of any good reason that you'd have to do that unless you really wanted to. So we're looking southerly. We are looking right at the property. It's got some huge mature timber, as we mentioned, and the property does extend into the woods, and then does directly border that Veracruz Conservation Area along its entire south side. So you've got your own private 6 acres where you can hunt, camp, build, all that good stuff, and you literally have direct access into that public land. There you can see Hunter Creek, which is in the Veracruz Conservation Area. On the upper left side of now toward the upper middle of the video, that's a campground within the Veracruz Conservation Area. So that's pretty cool that's basically, it's within the conservation land, which joins the property. And you can see Hunter Creek, which is a beautiful, beautiful creek. And I hope we keep going with the drone a little bit, because Hunter Creek joins up with Bryant Creek, basically within the conservation area, and it's gorgeous. And then, okay, if you look off in the distance, that's actually Bryant Creek. So that is one of the most popular creeks or rivers, in the Ozarks, that flows southerly into Norfolk Lake. Hunter Creek itself is beautiful, but Bryant Creek is more well known. So there's the area where Bryant on the right meets with Hunter on the left. And it's funny, in this photo, or in this video, it looks like Hunter Creek is kind of dirty, but that's actually, it's crystal clear. That's sand within the bottom. So Bryant Creek looked more blue because it had more of a rock bottom, and Hunter Creek happened to have a sand bottom, so that's why there was the difference. Now this is cool. I didn't realize they did this with the drone. We're looking northerly. We're basically over the conservation area, I believe, and we're looking northerly. You can see the property up on that level area in the distance, and it's easy to see because they've got the edges mowed. So that's actually really, really pretty nice. So if you're into hunting, this area is well known for white-tailed deer and for turkey. Obviously, you know the value of adjoining public land if you're a hunter. So you've got the Veracruz Conservation Area, which would generally be open for public hunting as well, which is pretty special to be attached to that. Now we're looking down at Hunter Creek there. Great, I mean, we're in Douglas County. This is very rural, but we're still only, I believe, about 15 miles out of Ava, which is the county seat. Ava's a small regional town, but Ava itself is about a little over an hour from Springfield, Missouri. So Springfield being the largest city in southern Missouri, where you can basically do, you can get whatever you want in Springfield. It's a good sized city. And now it looks like we're just going to slowly fly back over this and check it out, which is great. We often have people ask us for a property that has a few acres of open meadow. That can be hard to find. This particular tract, not only does it have that open meadow, but it's got some very, very nice timber on it. See the ground video and the pictures, but I mean, we've got monstrous pine trees on this property, which are pretty special. Gorgeous area. This is actually a historic area. There was a Civil War battle, basically right, I don't know if it was directly on the property, but right in this area. It was the, I believe it was the Battle of Veracruz, although not to be confused with the Battle of Veracruz in the Spanish-American War. Might have to research that a little bit, but yeah, there was a small Civil War battle right in here. People have found artifacts all over the place. As you can see, the property is basically level. I mean, it may dip down a little bit when you get into the woods, but that meadow, the big meadow area, is just beautiful. It hadn't been mowed for several years when the guys went out there, but I mean, it would be suitable for pasture, potentially for a huge garden, for some horses. If you were to mow this a couple times, I mean, you could probably maintain this with a riding lawnmower. It's that nice out there. But obviously it's very thick. It was very thick when they were out there mowing this, so they're using a brush hog. Beautiful tract, wow. InstantAcres.com. I don't think I've mentioned that yet, but if you're not already on our website, you can go to InstantAcres.com to see this property. That's if it's still available. We seldom have properties like this, to have the mature timber, the county road access, the large open meadow area. Super nice. Bordering the public land is a huge bonus. That's very hard to find land that borders public land, especially hard to find properties with access on a county road that border public land. Oftentimes, if you're lucky enough to find a property that borders public land, it's way off out in the boonies on some kind of forest road or no road at all. Because oftentimes public land itself is quite secluded, but in this case you've got the direct frontage on the conservation area as well as direct county road frontage, so special tract. InstantAcres.com. If you have any questions, you can give us a call in the office or you can email us at sales@instantacres.com.